everyone. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping, but it's so pretty. They had free coffee in the lobby, so I figured I'd get the coffee that's free before I go splurge on a big breakfast burrito or something. I think I'm just gonna sit for a little bit, take in the sun. It's such a clear but still pretty cool day. It's just so beautiful out here. I'm really enjoying it. I had kind of a crazy day yesterday, just getting here and figuring out all that stuff. But once I got checked into the hotel, it was much chiller. There's a cute little wine bar here. And I went last night. The longer I sat there, I was just reading my books, drinking some orange wine. Eventually, someone came up with balloons and a bunch of pizza, and everyone was coming to get pizza, and everyone just kept looking at me like, who are you? I was so embarrassed, so I had to leave. I chugged my overpriced orange wine and left, which sucks because it was delicious. So hopefully it's a different bartender tonight, and I can go back there and pretend that didn't happen. The odds of that happening 2 nights in a row are slim, so I think I'm gonna go for it. Yesterday, I just kind of walked around the main town. I went to the Duchess and I got their famous morning bun. It was so delicious. I kind of just walked around. I went to a stationery store called Noted. I was in there for like way too long, so I was like, I have to buy something, and so I bought one tiny little thing, which I will show you later. I walked around to a couple of thrift stores. I went to the outdoor bookstore, Bart's Books. So cool. They had a whole room for like design and art books. I've been really into interior design recently. I was very, very tempted to buy a little interior design book while I was there. I didn't, but I'm still here. So there's a non-zero chance that I go back and get one. I went to a little home store yesterday as well, and I bought 2 things, which I will show you. I'm so thrilled about both of them. That was kind of it. I kind of just wandered around until my hotel was ready for me to check in. Went out to dinner. I went to Bacali's, which is kind of out of the way, but a cute little drive. It's just like an outdoor patio situation. It's just pizza and pasta. I got pasta because I know that there's a very good pizza place here that I want to try, maybe today if I can. So I can't do double up on pizza. I can. That's actually never bothered me before, but I just figured I should do something different. I'm excited for today. I signed up for a pottery class, which I know nothing about. It's something I've always been interested in and would love to try. It's a tour of the studio, and then you take a 2-hour class. Whatever you make, they will actually fire it or glaze it. I don't know what the right word is. I think they fire it for you, and then for like 10 extra bucks, they'll actually mail it back to your house. So I figured I would make it. They would mail it to me if I love it, which I feel like I will. Then there's a studio in LA that's pretty close by that I think has a really good class system as well. Just really letting myself experiment. One thing about being in law school is that it's so much work and it's so all-encompassing. So I'm really glad I'm here, and I'm looking forward to kind of re-grounding myself, feeling like a human being again. I've started watching movies again. I watched 2 very big movies recently. I watched The Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa. I don't remember what year it's from. My boyfriend bought this for me for my birthday. He knew that it was like a bucket list movie for me and was like, this will make you watch it if you actually own it, which is true. I was looking at my shelf and I was like, oh, what do I own that I have not seen? Seven Samurai. It was phenomenal. Obviously, it's very long, but it really doesn't feel that way. Also, there's an intermission. Ever since The Brutalist, I don't know what it is about intermissions that I love it. I got to get up, I baked some cookies. I just was like so thrilled that it had intermission built in. If you haven't seen it and you just want to go on a journey in a film that is technically flawless in every way, it looks so good, the story is amazing, there's so many characters but you really get to know all of them. So I watched that, and then I watched Close Up by Abbas Kiarostami. I believe it's from 1990. He's an Iranian filmmaker. It takes place in Iran. Such an interesting story. It's half documentary. They're basically filming this court case of this guy who's charged with impersonating a popular film director and like taking advantage of this family. Kiarostami actually convinces all of these real life people to act out the situation that they're hearing in court. The court kind of describes what happens, and then you watch a scene of all of these people playing themselves, recreating exactly how it all went down. It's so interesting. I was blown away. Yeah, watch it. It's short. It's simple, it's beautiful, It's a little bit scary, kind of creepy. A lot of people are like, this is a movie for cinephiles because it's a guy who loves this director so much that he pretends to be this director. But for me, I kind of viewed it from, just because I'm in law school, the storytelling that is being in a courtroom and telling the story in a way that is geared either positively or negatively toward you, and then to actually see that scene play out the exact way that they described it. It's always kind of neutral. You know, there's never a clear good guy, clear bad guy. And so much of this case is just him saying, I just care about art. Like, I just love filmmaking so much, and so I felt like I had to do this. Kind of freaky, but super interesting character study. They're not even characters. They're all real people. I don't think I'll ever see anything like that again. I absolutely recommend it. I watched it on the Criterion channel. I truly haven't been able to stop thinking about it since I watched it. What else can I talk about? I started reading Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer, which is something I've had on my shelf for such a long time. Every internet person ever mentions it. Wild Geese, who is my favorite podcaster, she is so delightful, so thoughtful, so beyond intelligent. Every time she mentions Braiding Sweetgrass, I'm like, oh, I have to read that soon. So I figured what better time to read it than a little retreat for myself, get out of the city. The air is so fresh here. It feels so nice. I'm like 3 chapters in. It is delightful so far, so interesting. Native American, indigenous culture, something I've always wanted to know more about. I've talked your ear off enough. I think I'm gonna finish up my coffee, maybe read a chapter of Braiding Sweetgrass, and then I'm gonna go get a breakfast burrito before my pottery class. So I'll see you there. Welcome to my kitchen. I just returned from Ojai today and I bought some things. This was from Fig. It was a home decor store. First thing I got is this little candlestick. I got this frame. I'm excited to see how this will fit. I'll have to clean this one off as well. Well, I got one small little thing at a stationery store called Noted. I have been looking for these little journal. They're like chip clips, but they hold your journal flat. And I think this is the name brand one that I always see. The Penco Clampy. I had a bunch of different colors, but I just liked the clear one. And I'll see if I can take the stickers off of the back. Next, this is from Treasures of Ojai. First thing I got there were these earrings. Then I found this very sweet, it says it's a crochet pineapple doily. I have been looking for one of these to be like a little centerpiece for my dining table. It's in really good condition and it'll probably go with my little candlestick right in the middle. I like the mix of the kind of vintagey stuff with the more modern pieces, so I think this will be sweet on my table. And then the last thing I got there, I thought it was so darling. Something about the shape of it and just how teeny tiny the handle is. So this I got at the place where I did my pottery class. They were selling all of these amazing handmade items, either by previous students or the actual artists that worked there. And it's a little damaged on the top, like the glaze didn't totally come through, so it was a little bit cheaper as well. And I just was in love with the size of it. I love how tall it is. I thought this blue color was so stunning. I would love some skinny, like almost dried little flowers coming out of it. I don't know where I'll put it, but I couldn't leave without it. So that's this guy. This is the Ojai Olive Oil Company. First I got, this is their Tuscan herb flavored olive oil. And I also got from the same place, this is actually a balsamic vinegar, but it is peach flavored. So it's white, it's like a white vinegar. And the peach flavor in this is so vibrant and so flavorful. Last, and certainly not least, because this was the last thing I bought. Literally, I drove home from this place. This is Ojai Roots. I loved their orange wine so much that I had to buy a bottle. It's an orange wine called the Queen of the Sierra. It's a 2023 estate amber wine, Rorick Heritage Vineyard in Calaveras County. This label is beautiful. But I will find a special occasion to drink this because I absolutely loved it. That is everything that I bought in Ojai. I'm gonna go decorate my apartment now. I'm so excited. Okay, bye.